at 4 or 5 or whatever X they have in their head, and then that drops the price down. And so those are the little dips that I'm going to be watching out for to accumulate more.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Hey, has anybody try to send their TPLS to another wallet? I was successful, but I tried to send my PLSLX over and I'm getting an error.
What error? Are you getting failed transaction or are you getting an error?
Yeah, I'm getting a failed transaction.
Did you adjust the slippage?
No, I'm gonna do that next. Yeah, dude, it was lightning fast.
Pretty crazy how quick it is. Like I got a failed transaction the other day, and I went to look at it. By the time I loaded the link for PulseCon, it was already like 20 blocks confirmed. Yeah, if you guys can hear me any better right now, hopefully, what I was saying is that I calculated the rate about 3 weeks ago for PulseX. Had that 5% daily increase continued, and what I came up with was 0.0045 per PLSX. Which, yeah, I mean, if depending on how you feel, still not too bad of a rate. Like I did all my stacks for PulseX late, man. All of them were in the 1.75x volume bonus, the flat rate phase, and I paid a rate of 3 zeros and a 5, and I'm happy with that. I know a lot of people got a lot better deals, and that's fine. But like, if I can get in on anything lower than what I paid, oh man, I'd be super stoked. For sure, I'm buying that.
I would love to get Pulse at 3 zeros and a 5 right now.
That doesn't make sense to me. How could they get in at a better rate than a day one sacrificer got in?
That's not what he said.
What? That's right. Yeah, the point 0.0045 is not a better rate than the day one stacker. The day one, the best they could have gotten with the volume bonus phase is 4 zeros and like a 5.6, I believe. So 0.0000.
I was thinking the less zeros, the better.
What?
The more zeros, the smaller the number.
Are you being?
That makes sense now that I think about it.
But yeah, with that being said, a lot of these people that have waited this long, like, and I just told you the rate I paid, 3 zeros and a 5 for PulseX. I am happy to pay that same rate for Pulse or PulseX come launch. Anything less than that, I feel like would be a bargain. Anything more, I'm probably still happy to pay. So, like, with that being said, I'd be stoked to buy someone's bag out from under them at a 10x for them. They get their money, they 10x their money like that. I walk away with what I want and plan on holding for a very long time, and everybody happy. Sounds good to me.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, Illuminati.
Yeah, me too. Me too, for sure.
Moon soon.
Sounds like they're gonna sell off their bags. That's instant 2, 3, 5, 10x, whatever. Like, I mean, they're just gonna be left in the dust, man. And it sucks, but that's what's gonna happen.
There were people still sacrificing like last month.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I
you
don't
can't fix
think it was
stupid.
getting into multiples though.
I'll do the calculation a little bit later for what the rate would be today for PulseX. Let you guys know. It's got to be somewhere close to, I think, 2 zeros and a 5 or a 6.
I was told it was going to be pretty much the same as for the calculations pre-bridge. The calculation would be pretty much the same for Pulse.
Well, I guess, sure, there's no dollar value to it yet. I'm not really too interested in that part, though, of the journey. I don't plan on doing anything during that time.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna stack PLSX if I can get 3 for every 1 pulse.
Yeah, I'll just wait till the dust settles and buy both. I'm not getting rid of any of my hex on either chain. I'm not getting rid of any of my pulse. All I'm gonna do is accumulate. So I'll just do what I already do with DCA in every week. Every week, get me a different price.
We really are the fortunate ones. This is like a once in a decade opportunity, I believe.
Yeah, agreed. I'm driving, but what's Hex at right now? And if anybody has the 24-hour trading volume as well, that would be great.
I know it's at 0.0508. I don't have the volume numbers.
All right. All right. So kind of
Getting
surprising
close
that
to
it's
your
been
limit
sideways.
orders.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I'm surprised it's been sideways at 5 for so long. I'm pissed at myself. I had a number pop into my head last night and set one, and the number was 485, and I typed in 458. I'm like, damn it. I woke up and it had tinkered down below it, and I just didn't feel. But I was like, if I had typed in the number I actually wanted to, I would have got that shit. But that's all right. I figure if it's going to be sideways this long at 5, we're probably, if there's not buy pressure right now, people are expecting a dip, there's probably going to be another dip.
Yeah, there's several hundred million hex and stakes ending here from now until the 14th. So I see another dip coming. I got my limit orders placed.
Yep. I don't think it'll be much. Who's to say? I don't really know. Like, if I had 1,000 or 950-day stake or whatever ending, and I've seen Hex go to 50 cents, and my stake ends and it's at 5 cents. I don't know. I'd probably cash out some.
I mean, I remember when people were like, "Oh, I think it could go to 12," and people were like, "No, it's not gonna go to 12. 12, I think it could break 10. No way, man, you're crazy. Get off here. Get out." So anything under 10 is a huge deal.
Yeah, I mean, Fib retracement showed the bottom for the retracement pattern going up to the top at 52. It showed the bottom at 7 cents. And even Rackham had posted a picture of it. And a lot of people were like, no, dude, you're fucking crazy. It's not going to 7. And here we sit below 7.
When is that when is that 700 million supposed to become unstaked? That's this year, right?
I couldn't find that, man. I was on Hex Vision the other day looking. Maybe I didn't go out far enough, but I couldn't find that one. I saw one.
Because I thought it was like an additional 700 million that should come unstaked this year.
I can check right now. Hang on.
Yeah, because on a good note, down market, I'm trying to, if I buy more Hex, I'm trying to get it at a penny or less, man. So I know a lot of people don't like to hear that, but if I can, I'll pull the trigger if it's at a penny or less. Because to me, that'll be super duper worth it.
Yeah, that's reasonable for sure.
Yeah, of course, man. Because I mean, everybody knows it's going to bounce back in a good economy, right? I'm not really concerned. Yeah, my thing is like the diamonds in a bad economy, the diamonds bounce back. In a bad economy, the ones that aren't diamonds kind of get shaken out, man. So it may be a bunch of coins that may not come back. I believe Hex will be one of those coins that's going to come back. And then an unstaking in a bad economy, a lot of people are just not, they're pretty much going to probably sell, bro. I mean, just keeping it real. A lot of people are going to probably sell.
Well, and with that being said, we just had the T-share rate jack up 750 hex in one day, that's never happened before. That made history. So yeah, I mean, yeah, dude, if you can get a T-shirt for what, less than $250 at a penny, lock that shit away for 2 or 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, whatever, you're stoked.
All right, so I'm on Hex Vision right now, and it's saying June 9th. I'm looking at the year view, so the next 1 year from today, 1.47 billion Hex expiring June 9th. And then the next big spike is June 30th is 1.17 billion Hex. Then there's a 658 million Hex in July 14th. And then September 1st, there's 824 million Hex. And then then there's another one like December 1st for 650 million Hex. So that's combining them all. I don't have individual end states, but
Yeah,
those are the big spikes.
I think you can zoom in on those. I haven't played around much with Hex Vision, but I think you can zoom in on that amalgamate, and it'll show you the individuals if you just click and drag.
It's not letting me. Hang on.
Yeah, I need to play around with that site some more because there's a lot to it.
Yeah, so in the 6-month view, it's giving me, it's going by day. I can't zoom in and see individual ones, but it's showing the big spikes are June 14th is 350 million Hex. July 1st is 350 million. July 2nd is 330 million. July 18th is 400 million. Then there's a big spike on September 1st for 579 million.
Right now, it's like 5.1 cents. I think that's pretty good price. It was at 4.7 today, at the lowest.
Yeah, can somebody tell me what's going on with Richard?
What's your question? Couldn't hear you.
I said, can somebody tell me what's going on with Richard?
In what fashion? Like, you want to expand? What do you mean, what's going on?
Well, I mean, is there an update or on the on with the devs or
No, no, no. There's no update. No update at all at the moment. There's no date as of yet.
there
Just,
hasn't been an update for what 2 weeks now?
I think he just updated us yesterday when he said he's waiting for an update. He'll give it to us.
Now is that did he state that on Twitter or what?
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
He said you'll need to wait like I'm waiting. It's not ready yet.
I posted a good video, man. Hex Orca did a really good video. And he touched on post at the beginning of, I say within the first 30 minutes, he did a really good I say 40 minutes. He did a really good spiel on kind of the delays in posts and kind of what, transitioning from the Solidity language to Golang meant as a developer. Me personally, I think it was very, very, very well thought out. And maybe that'll be good to really check it out. Uh, uh, so that you're not hanging on Richard's tweets, which probably
When
not the
did you
best.
post that, Joseph?
It was early. I can repost it. I can repost it right now. Hold on for a second. I'll repost it.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I'm not saying Richard's tweets is not a credible source for an update or whatnot, but I feel like maybe the video would give me more substance or would have more substance to it.
I just put it in the main chat right now. If anybody's eager to watch it, I would say watch it because me personally, they did touch on Richard kind of posting dates and missing the dates as well, which can be stressful to anyone that's waiting on it, right? There's some people in this chat that claim that they actually took mortgages out on their homes, right? So they are really hanging on these tweets and really waiting on it, and instead of judging, the impatience, to help people better understand, well, what's the benefits of the delay. I think it was the way he put it shows benefits. I don't know if it cures, anybody's anxiety behind, kind of needing to see that return on investment, right?
Dang, I wish I'd thought of that. Taking a mortgage out on my house.
Say that again. You say you're going to take a mortgage out?
I said I wish I had thought of that last year when I sacrificed and taking a mortgage out on my house to get a bigger sacrifice amount.
Yeah, this is definitely well capable. Sorry about that. I just had a drink go down the wrong pipe. If you was able, technically you didn't need 10,000, but if you did a minimum of 10 on the sacrifices, you're sitting on probably super well as this stuff goes into the multiple figures. I still believe that PulseChain can actually be one of the top 10 total market cap size holders, right? Like Solana at 56 billion, or Ethereum that's at like 400 billion or whatever that is, today, depending on the numbers. I just think that we can be top 10 because it makes sense the way that it was actually forked. But I also believe it's a difficult fork because bringing all those native coins over, to me, was not what other forks have done. So no one can really talk about kind of the difficulties associated with that. When Solana forked, they only cared about the Solana native coin. They didn't really care about every native coin associated with Ethereum.
Solana's always down too.
Well, you got to remember, Solana is going after the transactions per second. So when they actually, their whole mission was to fork, but to be that transaction per second, blockchain that could really scale cryptocurrencies right into different markets so that people can pay for gas, go to Walmart,
but it
Amazon.
did for Solana did for Vela.
Yeah, it did. Yeah. Huh? You said Solana did for what?
Velex. Velex is a fork from Solana.
You said what
Velex.
now?
Velex. VLAS. Velex.
Yeah. So what about it?
That's a fork from Solana.
No. Solana forked from Ethereum, but it did not fork every single native coin that was on Ethereum. It didn't fork every ERC20 like Pulse is doing. Now there's other forks, right? So if you wanted to fork something of a similar mission to what Solana's mission is, which is the transactions per second, right? Up to 55,000 transactions per second. If you wanted to achieve that, then yeah, you would fork something like Solana or some of the other ones that are actually above Solana right now. But that's what I'm saying is that
that's what they
only,
did. They
when it,
it's forked from Ethereum, but then Solana after that, I think Velex used that Solana concept and fork it again.
yeah, 100%. Yeah, 100%, right? And somebody could come along and fork Pulse, right? Yeah. But what I'm saying is when Solana forked, it it only had a native coin, the Solana native token with it, right? It didn't fork, say, Liquidity. It didn't fork Uniswap. It didn't fork every ERC20 associated with it. So you can't really compare it to Pulse. That's what I'm saying. Pulse is the only fork of Ethereum that has every ERC associated with Ethereum is going to be on Pulse, minus even the ones with admin keys, but minus the ones with admin keys are probably pretty much going to probably shut it off or something.
Right. That as Richard mentioned about if Pulse is getting really expensive. I mean that people say, oh, what happened is scaling. That he say, well, we're gonna have to fork again then, So
hold on, you said Richard said he got a fork Pulse again?
I mean, if remember, as you see that scaling on Ethereum, right? They go do the same thing if Pulse is going to have problem scaling at later on, expensive the pricing, about how expensive it is. And say it get real expensive, you go fork it again,
It could, right? Who knows? Like I say, man, I think that Pulse is going to be a good evolution to Ethereum. We'll see on kind of the unknowns associated with it, the price associated with it, managing price expectations and stuff like that is going to be difficult because it's never been done before. And maybe somebody would say, hey, I can do it better. I mean, it's a public blockchain, right? I mean, 90% of it is open source. So who knows?
What's your outlook on PulseX on the opening day in terms of its performance and gains?
And me personally, I have no clue. I'm looking to see what exactly everything did 3 years after launch. So who knows? I'm hoping it goes well, though.
Hey, Joseph, you said you're planning on going to PulseCon unless it doesn't launch, and then you're not going.
Exactly. I want to I want to go to PulseCon to celebrate the launch. I don't really want to go to PulseCon just for the sake of just going to PulseCon. It kind of make no
Yeah, I
sense
hear you.
though for me. But if it launches, man, I'm gonna go, man, because I'm heavily invested in this thing.
Yeah, me too. I'm driving distance too, so I don't have to worry about booking flights and all that.
Yeah, I gotta book the flight. I'm coming out of the DC area, so I gotta book the flight, grab the hotel, everything, right? So, good thing is not during the worst time to really, kind of travel. September time frame isn't a big travel time of the year, but so good prices are possible. But other than that, if it don't launch, not going.
Anyone else here planning on going if it launches?
So what is it? Is
Where is
Richard
it?
hosting an event or something?
Yeah, I even heard Richard address the community through a live stream video chat, which would be good, right? Especially if it launches, you want to kind of be a part of that energy.
And when is this event?
September 6th through the 9th.
Yeah, that sounds about right there.
Did anybody buy today at 4.7?
No, not me. I got my limit orders set below that.
Somebody was actually a few people mentioned there's like a lot of big stakes ending around this time, and I guess somebody dumped that, so the price dipped a bit today, or not. I don't know, but they were saying that possibly so there could be a dump.
Yeah, there's a lot of stakes ending from now till the 14th, so I expect the price to drop a little bit. That's why my limit orders are between 2 and 4 cents. But my bags are pretty full, so if I don't hit that, then that's fine.
All the big stakes that are close are all just short stakes. Because I looked at it a while ago, and I think it was anywhere past June 6th. There was no big big payday stakes at all. There was none. June is like almost all just rolling stakes.
How much in rolling? How much in stakes will actually be released as of June? Is that hundreds of million, or is that what? Would it? Do you got a rough estimate of how much that is?
I think there's a website. It's called like Hex Vision or something like that. And it shows you there all the upcoming stakes when they're ending and how much the stake, how long, how much hex is in those stakes. I think it's called Hex Vision.
Yeah, I'm really not worried about any of the ones coming up in the next month or so. They're just short restakes.
Yeah, it's like over a billion hex just from now to the end of the month. Did you buy crypto coin?
You mean did I buy it the dip today? No.
Yeah, Joseph, I heard you say one time you have twins. I got 3-year-old twin boys that basically I take care of, running my business from home, doing this. So I hope we launch so I can have an excuse to get a break. and go to PulseCon and see y'all.
Understood, man. Yeah, my boys are turning 16 this year, man. And I take it that yours are identical. Yours are identical.
No, they're not. They're fraternal.
Oh wow, they
They couldn't be
typically
more opposite.
Yeah, but are you saying that because you believe they're opposite? Or are you saying that because the doctor told you that they was actually fraternal twins?
Well, they're definitely different. They look different. Their personalities couldn't be more opposite. It's hilarious.
Yeah, you know what, man? My twins are identical through and through. Uh, but you got to remember that same sex is typically identical. Now they can be fraternal, right? But you can have the same DNA and have it expressed differently, right? So it don't necessarily. So they could be different heights. Identical twins could be different heights. Everything. Now my twins are same height, same weight, same everything, right? So same shoe size. It's fun though, man. It's fun. Hey, I call them my
it's been
double.
wild.
I call them my double barrel shotguns. Our job is to build, and maybe you'll build something that it will take twins to be able to manage and scale. That's what I'm hoping for mine.
Yeah, right now I'm just trying to keep them alive.
Agree.
It's wild, man. Yeah, we're. I think I heard you, tell this story, your story before. So I think we're not far in age. I'm just a little bit younger than you, but we got started late. So that's also a trip because, I'm in my 40s, and so having this whole reset button, has been quite the experience. But I think there's advantages to being a little bit older. But it's definitely, it reminds me how old I am when I get up and sitting on the ground with them for a while. It's like, man, I wish I was doing this in my 20s.
Hey man, somebody got to do it, brother. Somebody got to do it.
Yeah.
I tell everybody, you get a lot of attention with twins, right? Oh, they twins, but it ain't twins. Not for everybody. Not for everybody.
Yeah, that's an understatement.
Yeah, I know, right? Especially when mine used to throw tantrums, man. I used to be like in the middle of the store, and they both throwing a tantrum, and then I'm like, you see the sweat starting to beat up on the forehead, like, man, somebody come save me, man.
Yep.
2 hours to get ready to get out of the house, and you in that phase. Well, it takes forever to
Sure
get.
am.
Yes, man.
I know exactly what I'm going through, man.
Hey, but I wasn't on anything like this when definitely when the kids was younger, man. It's like the sacrifice you making now in 3 years, man, put them in a whole different caliber of a future, right?
That's what I'm hoping for, man.
Oh, you gonna get that, brother. We just got to get this thing launched. That's why I say, man, people need to just look at that video I posted, realize that it's a blessing. Sometimes, speed isn't necessarily the best thing. It's like if you can catch $1 million mistake at the beginning of a project or before a project launches, it helps you not have to deconstruct the foundation to fix that mistake. That may cost a whole bunch of money, and that got to get paid for, right? And I'm sure Richard Hart is like, look, dude, I'm not paying for everything. I'm just trying to get it working. He's trying to cash out like everybody else too. Look at the man. He like buying watches and cars and whatever he like to buy, right? That's just him.
Yeah.
golden years.
Hey, Illuminati, I responded to your to the DM about the mic stand. I didn't see that video. I saw the one with the chicken that you caught, but I didn't see the one above that, so I just responded to it.
Where they, yeah, the little fucker was running around. I was like, that's a weird sounding bird. I went down. I'm like, oh, it's a baby chick. Stupid neighbors, dude. I was mowing the 3 acres behind my lot, and the mower started clogging up. This tall grass mower, and it just starts annihilating this big old bag of trash that they had thrown over the fence into the plot behind me. Like, you guys are idiots, man. There's like their mail in it with their address. There's like a banana peel that hadn't fully decomposed, so it's like clearly fresh. And then I came across another bag, and I'm like, this is just ridiculous. And I was fixing to bag it up and toss it right back over their fence, but the freaking chicken coop's right on the other side of it. So I'm like, I'm gonna go put it on their doorstep. Not even leave it no.
Yeah,
Put
here
it on
you
their
drop
doorstep.
something. You drop something.
Right.
Hey, Illuminati, was that you, man? You were telling that story a while ago how you, or I don't know if it was you, but you came up on this dog. You almost hit this dog, and it was like a stray dog, and then like you had it in your truck. You were driving around on this call. Was that you or?
Yeah, that was me. I almost hit this little fucker and got him to the vet. I got him to the vet, right, and he was chipped. But due to some stupid policy, they couldn't give me the owner's information, and they couldn't get a hold of him, and they couldn't take the dog. On top of that, I was like, "Well, I'm mid shift right now." Like, they're like, "Well, you know," I was like, "Well, I mean, what's gonna happen if I just leave it outside of your door?" They're like, "We'll probably call you for abandoning an animal. Call the animal control for you abandoning an animal." I was like, "Are you fucking serious?" So got a hold of animal control. They were gonna take them, and then as I was headed that direction, another pet started calling me and said, "Hey, we'll hold on to him." And then of course the owner called the vet, and then the vet called me to let me know, "Oh, the owner said it's okay to give you the contact info." So they were reunited, and then I just rescued another one like a week and a half ago. A big old bear, little brindle dog walking across the street, just happy as a clam. I stopped and he came right up to me. Like I was on the other side of the street and he got all happy. He came, started running towards me. I'm like, no, no, no. And I ran into the middle of the street to stop the car. Him up. Okay, caller had a number on it at least. I called and the guy like wasn't even too excited about it. He's like, oh, yep. Well, where are you at? Like, all right. He came and got it. And now I'm out here freaking saving chickens, dude. I don't know when it's going to stop.
Like the animal whisperer, man.
Clearly.
Hey, Illuminati, are are you a coder?
Joseph, it's me.
No, not at all. Yeah,
trade?
I thought that was just me, but no, I don't code at all. I used to do a little bit of stuff in Python and Java, and like
Illuminati, you
I
still there?
was coding. Yeah, I'm here. I was coding on Linux
I
with a
asked because
Raspberry
I
Pi
asked
to
because
teach my Bitcoin.
Joseph, you're still
I
there.
asked because your idea is very good, and I believe it's going to get well received. If you can get up, huh? My mic is right.
Yeah, but I heard that last part. I appreciate you, man. I think it's a good idea too. I've shared it with a couple folks, and they support it. I've got two, and like I've really got everything I need. I just need PulseChain to launch, but I suppose I can start working on it on testnet. And like you said, I think it was you that suggested I don't really even need it to be on blockchain. It doesn't have to be, although I'd like it to be. I'm not sure. I don't remember which one I told you about. It was either the selling shady parking spots or
Well,
doing the keep the DCA, which basically
now
rounding up
the
every
one you inboxed me on.
purchases.
Yeah, the one you direct messaged me on. You should probably hold that close to hip. I just think that's a really good idea to be received because received very well because of most people they want that type of financial freedom. But then there's going to be a couple of hurdles. But just wait for blockchain to launch, and then let's come back around and talk about it, and and kind of like how much your proof of concept will cost.
Hell yeah, dude, I'm with it. Yeah, for sure. I'll keep it close. I have for at least a year now. But PulseChain's the only thing that's kind of made it a little more in reach. So for sure, let's shoot the shit. I'm about to climb this telephone pole, but we'll definitely chat a little bit later. I got to do some more research and some more write ups about it.
Yeah, it's a pretty good vision for sure.
Oh yeah, appreciate it. I'm off for a little bit. I'll catch you guys